Hello everyone, I'm here with you today for another edition of our Membership Spotlights, where we're going to be talking with Shari Ebert, one of our board members here at the museum and a longtime museum member as well, for about 10 years, right?
Right.
Excellent. Tell us, Shari, how did you first get involved with the museum?
Actually, it's been a number of years, and I would have to say it was back of the day.
Yeah.
In the late 70s, actually. I belonged to Kankakee's Junior Service League, and one of the functions that we did was decorate the small house at Christmas.
Oh.
And I was a docent at that time, and we would have tours through the small house. And so that was really my first introduction to the museum campus. And I loved it. I loved everything in the house. It was just wonderful. But as you know, your life takes on different circles. And I had small children at home. And in the early 80s, I started taking violin lessons as an adult. And decided, okay, I'm going to step away from nursing for a bit.
Okay.
And so I followed my dreams to return to school in the late 80s.
Wow.
Finished my education there, came back to Kankakee because I was commuting to Chicago. Came back to Kankakee to teach at Kankakee Community College. I taught there for 15 years, and when I retired from teaching, I retired from my nursing career, so to speak, and it was time for me to give back to the community. And I was a member of the symphony board in the 80s and 90s, and on that symphony board was a former executive director of the museum. And he was a Civil War historian. And I absolutely love Civil War. And he was planning a special Civil War day, I guess you could call it, here at the museum. So I gathered up a few music friends, and we did a performance in the lobby here of Civil War music.
Okay.
And there were vendors, and there were people milling around and that, but that was my first big exposure to the museum.
That sounds like it was a wonderful event.
It was a wonderful event. Love to do it again. After that, Connie appeared in my life, and Connie Lycon and I are high school classmates. And I met Connie before she came to the museum as executive director at that time. We reconnected again because she was involved with the South and the Southtown development. I don't remember the name of it, but she was involved in the development of the Hilton Garden Inn. And we talked to her because she was setting appointments for the banquet halls, and our daughter was getting married. And so we were the first ones in one of those banquet halls at the Hilton Garden Inn. So that was our connection and my reconnection with Connie. So through mutual friends, then I ended up as an auxiliary member here. And until a position opened where I could come onto the board. And so that's how it happened. It was just really a very long introduction to the museum. But as I said, when your life is going in circles, it was children, it was school, it was teaching, it was a lot of music. And so here I am.
That's excellent, and we are so happy to have you here and all of your talents and experience with this. Absolutely. What was it that made you make that decision to become a museum member and then subsequently a board member as well?
I feel very strongly about being a part and being at the grassroots, being at the ground level, and being able to help make decisions and be involved in that. I think it's really, really important, and it is for me anyway, to be involved that way. How can I help? I always say, what can I do to give back? Kankakee has been good to me.
Oh.
And so I really feel that need, and to do that, to help make people aware of the historical influence that Kankakee has had on our surrounding communities and the state of Illinois. So it's really important.
When I came on at the museum, I don't think I had realized before that just how influential Kankakee was in the development of Chicago.
Oh, sure.
And the building up of really our whole area.
Right, exactly. We were, the hub for the trains.
Yes.
And I was so sad when they took out all of the tracks and just left one.
Yeah.
But we were the big center of train activity. The city of New Orleans,
yes.
Very famous train. I'm glad it's still in operation. So, yeah.
I love that song that mentions Kankakee, where the train rolls out of Kankakee.
Sure, absolutely.
So I know it's hard to pick, but what would you say one or two of your favorite parts of the museum and historical society are, or exhibits that we have?
Well, I'm very fond of the French Heritage Museum at the Historic Stone Barn, one of the oldest buildings, if not the oldest, in Kankakee. And in fact, that's where the Junior Service League met. When I was a young mother, our meetings were upstairs in the Stone Barn. And we had a little shop on the first floor. It was wonderful. So that was my first tie to the Stone Barn. Then when it became part of the Historical Society and Museum, I was just thrilled.
Oh, that's excellent.
It's a beautiful building.
That is honestly one of my favorite parts too.
Right.
That loft in the Stone Barn is just gorgeous.
Right,
It's such a serene place to be, and you can really feel like connected with the history of the area.
Exactly. And I love the exhibit at Christmas time for Gallery of Trees. And I like how that involves the community, let's decorate a tree, I think it's well attended. Kids love it. Well, adults love it too. It's fun to see what all the organizations and the community are doing. Some organizations that you didn't think existed, but there they are.
Oh, I love that. It's that is one of my favorite events for bringing the community together here, because it really does touch all ages, like you said.
It does.
And it can tie together people, businesses, resources that people might not have even known exist in the area.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, to you, what is the most meaningful part about the Historical Society and what we do with the community?
Well, for me, I'm sure it's different for everyone, but I want people to take pride in Kankakee and Kankakee County. There's such a broad sampling of exhibits here that so many people don't know about, that haven't been here yet.
Yes.
And I would like to see that. I would like to see more people come and visit, see what's here, see the history, see the availability of what a membership would be for them, to allow them to do some genealogy research, trace the roots. I find it fascinating that being a French Canadian community, that some of my French Canadian friends have not been to the museum yet.
Oh, wow,
so we need to promote, which you're doing a fabulous job.
Thank you.
Fabulous. I always, I always tell everybody, this museum is on fire. It's, there's so much going on, and it's excellent, to be able to spread the news and tell people, look what we have for you. Mm-hmm. So more than, the garden's beautiful. This beautiful courtyard.
I do love this one, and I don't think so many people know about these little courtyards in here. I get to come out and visit with these, but they're great spots to sit and relax, just connect with nature.
Right, meditate.
Yes.
Sure, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And I love how you talk about, us being proud of our history here, because I feel like there's so much for us to be proud of as a community.
Exactly. We have a wonderful train museum, the train depot that now is open for rental programs and functions. The Two Rivers Festival that takes place in Aurora Park.
Okay, yes.
Which is wonderful, where the Iroquois meets the Kankakee. A lot of history there, a lot.
Oh,
so I'm just, it's to me, it's exciting. I see the pictures, I save everything that's posted from the museum, all the pictures, throwbacks.
I love that.
I save it all. Yeah, it's great.
Excellent.
I love it.
I always love when we do, especially one of my favorite is when we do the throwback photos.
Right.
And people are able to help us identify the people in the picture and have that connection with our shared history. Right there in real time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would sure like to reach out to Beaverville, which is, huge. It was at one time, I don't know if it is anymore, for their French heritage connection.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would be fun to do, maybe a new project.
Definitely. And I think this next coming year is going to be a big focus on French heritage at the museum.
Excellent.
I'm very excited to see what we're able to put out there and share with it.
Sure. Oh, wonderful.
And then what has been the most rewarding part for you after being involved with the museum as a member and a board member?
Oh my gosh, I don't know, seeing friends, for instance, at the preview parties for the Gallery of Trees, seeing their support, the compliments on the exhibits, it's really very gratifying. I think you know that people really appreciate the work that's being done here.
Yes, absolutely. Making that difference to people and seeing them have that spark of joy and connection when they come to the museum and they discover something new and exciting.
Right.
That's just so rewarding.
It
Such
is.
a rewarding experience.
It is. Love it.
And then, is there any advice that you would like to give to our local community about the Historical Society and what we have to offer here?
Well, I think word of mouth is really a good source. It was through a lot of encouragement through friends that I committed to being a part of the Historical Society and on the board of directors. And so it doesn't hurt to encourage your friends to come and join us. It's not hard. It's a commitment, yes, but it's giving back to your community, for those of us who have been here for years and years.
And it's always more fun with friends to build that connection and build that community, which is what it's all about, right?
And to meet new friends.
Yes.
It's really a very gratifying experience. So I'm very happy to be a part of it.
I must say, the people that I have met through the museum have just been some of the most amazing, kind, wonderful people. I've been so grateful to get to meet all of you and to have this experience as well.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
Thank you so much for coming on here with me today and for sharing your story with everyone about the museum and how you got involved. I would very much encourage you to come to the museum, explore what we have to offer, look into our membership options, and find the ways that you can get involved and the things that connect with you so that we can preserve and share our history from the past and into the future. Thank you so much. Bye.